Hello everyone, my name is Daniel. I work as a massage therapist with Reiki and also Family Constellations. And on this video, I am talking about relationships. Intimate relationships, a relationship between a man and a woman, a man and a man, or a woman and a woman. So according to the systemic view of Bert Hellinger, I am going to talk my own perspective about this and a little bit because it's such a broad and complex subject to talk about. So first, we relate to each other because we feel incomplete. We relate to each other because we are not perfect. And suddenly, we meet someone where we finally feel complete. Something that was missing before now finds its part. And then I just want to be together with that person. It's almost that there is a magic in there. And some couples are able to feel that for months and months or even years until some other dynamics will start to show up. So the first reason why people relate to each other is also related to a magnet, a basic instinct, and not even science can explain very well. And this is related also to sex, to the procreation of the species, and these are elements very important in a relationship as well. So that attraction, that basic sexual attraction, is also very important for the success of the relationship. Then it comes the second reasons why we relate to each other, according to the systemic view, is because through accepting something different that comes from the other person, I'm able to reach new levels of understanding and create new paths, new possibilities, new ways, and this makes both parts to grow. So let's say I come from a family with certain values, certain beliefs, a certain education. And consciously or unconscious, I'm very loyal to what I receive from my family. And then I meet another man with certain beliefs, certain values, certain education. And in order to relate with him, I will have to accept his view as well in order for us to find new paths. According to a little bit of that part and a little bit of that part, we are able to reach new levels of understanding. So this amplifies and make both parts to grow apart and grow together as well in the relationship. And then the third reason why we relate to each other is related to I search into the other person and in his family solutions for myself and for my own family as well. So I'm going to start to explain a little bit about the concept of how the love flows. In a family first, the flow loves from the parents. The parents are able to give to the children what they receive, and then this flows is vertical. The parents give and the child receive. So if you were able to receive with gratitude whatever you receive from your parents, you are able to create a good exchange in a partner's relationship. You won't, sorry about the sun, you won't expect your husband or your wife to give to you whatever you didn't receive from your parents, because in fact you will feel that you already receive enough, because the relationships between two persons, intimate relationships, they are horizontal at the same level. No one is higher than the other. So this is very important, not to expect that your husband will treat you like a father or your wife is going to treat you like a mother, because both should exchange in the same level. And this is also related from what you receive from your parents. If you believe that you receive enough from your parents, if you believe that you had the right parents in order to be who you are and stay where you are right now, this will fill up your battery to come into a relationship and be able to be on that level. You won't expect your partner to be perfect. You won't expect him or her to give you as a parent. So some of the things as well about the balance of exchange is that Bert Hellinger said that the balance should always happen slowly and on the same level to create a good harmony. So let's say in a relationship, is if I start to give too much to my partner, I will be taking off the balance of that relationship, because if I give, let's say, you don't have to work anymore, I can pay you your education, give, that part might not feel dignity enough to pay me back, and then it will make him feel smaller, and usually the one who don't feel dignity enough or smaller, he will leave the relationship. He will search for other part where he can relate to the same level. So be careful when you give too much in a relationship. You should not expect to receive as a children in a partner relationship, but at the same time you should be careful to not give too much. The giving relationship should be slowly, so both can grow. And also, if the other person does something that makes you feel diminished or make you feel hurt, you can also do something negative but with less intensity in order to balance that. When one person believes he is right and the other person is wrong, that I'm good and the other person is bad, this actually won't be able to for both people to exchange. So this is also very important. Usually a woman comes in a constellation saying that her husband cheated on her, and in the systemic view, usually, not always, but in some cases, is because the part who cheated actually is the one who has more love in the relationship. So let's say if the woman came in the relationship, um, most of things happen as well, like and a good question is who cheated first. And you say, I never cheat my husband, he's the one who cheated at me, he's the one who is the bad one. And I'm going to ask again, who cheated first? So if you marry in order to leave your home, if you have a big trauma in your family where you makes your energy to be connected to the trauma, or if you're very devoted to religion or to your work, sometimes you're not going to be fully available for relationship. So let's say if the woman comes in the relationship 50% available, and the man comes from the relationship, let's say 70% available, there's a 20% of this difference on how I am available to love. So that man who has more love in the relationship, he'll try to find the 20% outside the relationship in order to top up, so then they can actually still exchange and be on the same level. This is only one dynamics. It's not the only reason why people cheated on, but this is a very common one. And then when the woman is able to see and realize, I'm no longer innocent anymore, I can see now and I can take responsibility that I wasn't fully available for this relationship, the dynamic can change and maybe they can move forward. And yes, sometimes relationships they end. So this is one dynamic very common that happens. Also, Bert Hellinger left pretty much three keys of successful relationships, three ways, or maybe in relationships that are successful relationships, you can see these three elements. The first one, of course, is love. Love is what makes people to be united, even through difficulties, even through challenges, and challenges in the relationship is good. Sometimes a challenge comes in the relationship in order for them to both grow, and then they find a balance again, and then another challenge comes, another crisis comes, and they both learn and grow, they reach a balance, and another challenge comes. This is good. This is really good. It doesn't really necessarily means that there has not to be conflict in the relationship in order for the relationship to be good. The second one is a good balance of exchange. If both they are able to exchange in a balanced way, this will deepen the relationship. But if there is love, there is a good balance of exchange, and no respect, then the relationship not necessarily is going to be successful as well. And respect is about accepting the other person as he is, accepting how he is, his destiny, and everything the way he is. So let's say if you marry a man and you expect him to be spiritual, and when you met him he wasn't spiritual, well, you cannot expect him from him. You should try to accept him as he is. Of course, people also change and they become other persons inside the relationship as well, because both of them grow and they become someone new. And this is good in a way because both of them are evolved. And sometimes one part is developing itself way faster and more, and the other part not so much. And then that one that is developing himself more should take the responsibility to end the relationship and look for something where he can be able to exchange in the same level. It's all about taking ownership of how you feel and how you're going to be able to exchange that. All right, it's a very broad subject, and of course I'm in this video able to share with you my own point of view to the relationships and what I'm noticing, seeing constellations of couples and related issues about that subject. On the next video, I'm going to guide you through a meditation about 3 magic words in the relationships. Thank you very much for watching this video and see you on the next one. Bye bye.